So this is another installment of my diary, and I read in the Dale Carnegie book, How to Make Friends, that I'm supposed to cast these thoughts into the trash bin, but I'm gonna cast them out there on YouTube. All right, because Canada at the moment is about as dumb as a hen house full of turkeys. You know what I mean? you know the euphemism, a hen house full of turkeys. You open up the hen house thinking, it's a bunch of hens, but it's just a bunch of turkeys. Canada's about as dumb as a hen house full of turkeys. And so I'm supposed to cast these thoughts into a trash bin. I'm gonna cast them out onto YouTube. And so just to prevent everybody from going apeshit insane, I'm gonna tell you that Canada has been groomed by a bunch of perverts on media. I'm not gonna name any names, obviously. You know yourself, for the last decade or more. Ever since, actually, to be honest with you, ever since I started working, I've been working about 15 or so years, maybe a little bit more now. Well, if you include this experience, creating my own sort of like label brand, about close to 20 years now. And for that period of time, the same group of people that graduated as I graduated at university took over the airwaves and the media, print, press, TV, everywhere, radio, dare I even say, and they're all a bunch of perverts, right? And you guys, you thought they were doing what I was doing, which is sharing pathways to success. But instead, what they were doing was making you all think and reason like victims, right? So now, yeah, you guys all being groomed to think like victims, all right? And I was gonna say something, like I was gonna say something about like it's like in Canada, as a victim, you no longer take the hard line with ethics. You say, well, the system has been unfair to me with inequality and maybe failed promises and expectations, shortcomings, that kind of thing. So near the end of my life, in order to save some savings, I might just launder some money in Bitcoin or something and call it theft. That kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, you've given up the hard line on ethics because it seems like the whole system is unethical. And because since I graduated and I worked, behind the scenes doing banner ads, AdWords, nobody knew who the heck I was, up on your screen every fucking day, you've been groomed to think like victims by a bunch of bullies. I think it's time to take back your stick, if you spare the stick, they will become even more spoiled. So maybe take back the hard stick of ethics. You know what I mean? And so I was, is a lot of Buddhists. Has he been charged yet? There's this famous Buddhist master of Shambhala school related to Pema Chodron in Canada. Shambhala school. I think Shambhala. A different school of Buddhism than Dalai Lama, but also of Tibetan origin. Should I go into it? He has been accused. Has he been indicted? I'm not sure. I haven't kept up with that news. Being accused of sexual. Should I criticize his teaching? If I'm like out of date on this issue? Anyways, that's I was headed for second base, and I decided to steal for third. So I'm just gonna stay on second. Canada's been groomed by bullies. and you thought they're going to teach you how to be tough, you thought you had to be victims. And because the system, with all its flaws and imperfections and maybe even inequality, right? And not just for Black people and Asian people, but also white people, right? You say, why take up the hard line of ethics? Why not just, cheat the system like it's cheated me out of my life? That's victimhood. Okay, so now, do you agree with me that you have been groomed while I was just minding my own business? Thank you. All right, stop blaming the wrong people. All right, and don't blame yourself. Cast the bullies into hell instead of going there yourself. You want me to hang out with you? Because you got nothing to do? And you feel fine today? You got another 7 minutes. Sick of me already? Okay. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.